Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is 𝒕𝒉𝒊𝒔 and today I have an unboxing of the Creffective paper planner that is a physical, and this is from creffectivepaper.com. that is owned and managed by Jade, and she is from Korea. So this planner is my first, well, not my first, but it is my second Korean planner, but my first bound planner book from Korea, and this is the card that came with it. So that was the back, and this is the front, and then we also have another card, and it says Dream Plan Do, and at the back it has Creffective paper, and those are the two freebies that came with the planner. And I'm sorry if the envelope is in not a bad condition because my cat decided to unbox this with me earlier today. So this is the planner itself. It is a fake leather material, and it is pebbled. It's a little shiny, but it's not like a mirror kind of shine, so it doesn't reflect, but it's sort of shiny. It's bound really well. The paper is cut very nicely. However, you can see individual stacks on the sides of the book, but it's not very noticeable if you don't look for it. Now, it is not gilded, and I am completely alright with that, and I don't mind that there is few gilded things. There's barely any foiled things here, and I think that's nice because it gives it a little bit of let's say it's the style, it's the vibe that this goes for, and I think it goes really well. So the foiling is gold on black, and this is the gluing inside of the planner, so the end pages are well glued and the material folds over very nicely, so the quality is very nice. And then after the end paper, you start with the planner itself, and it is a marshmallow yellow, so it's a different kind of paper. It's not Tomoe River paper. This is also a luxe planner that works with the fountain pens or fountain pen inks. So if you like using fountain pen inks, this planner is going to do very well with it. I do have a pen test later on in the video, so make sure that you stay tuned. So here I'm flipping through the pages, so you have your usual calendars, and this one is the monthly. So the monthly is very well crafted or designed, and it's very minimalist, so you can really play around with this layout and customize it to your needs. And it does lay flat on its own, and you don't need any clips to help it stay open. So it is very well done. And then if you go through the rest of the pages, there's two more sections. This one is the weeklies, and this is why I really wanted to get this book, because the layout is really very structured, but in just enough to give you space for creativity on the right page. And I thought that was brilliant. And actually Jade was saying that she picked the layout according to what was selling the most in her digital wares. So she does offer digital or printable planner pages or planner inserts, and this is the notes pages, and there are 100 notes pages on here, and the back has the information questions, so the planner goes back to you if it gets lost. And those are the pages of this planner. And now let's go ahead and do the pen test. So I'm clipping it down because that last page is the one that is attached to the end pages. So it will open. So with the exception of that, I don't think you're going to be needing any strong clips for this one. So let's go ahead and start the pen test with a mild liner. And this is something that I think a lot of people use in their planning. So I thought that that was an important pen to use, and this one is my favorite. This is the 𝒼𝒃 Clean Color Dot Liner and highlighter in one, so it's double-ended. This one is the Pentel 𝒕𝒉𝒊𝒔. I think that's what it's called. Maybe it's not, but this came as a set and it's very popular to use as well. And now let's go through the fountain pens. The first one has an F nib, and it has the Treasured Manuscript ink from Fairy's Wheel Press. Next we have an EF Jinhao, and it has the Sailor 𝒍𝒑, and of course my 𝒕𝒉𝒊𝒅𝒏 with my 𝒕𝒉𝒂 Shinkai. And last for the pens is the Fairy's Wheel Press Pink Sugar Beach in my Kakuno M nib. And this is the back of the page, and as you can see, there's no bleed through. There's a little bit of shadow with the Pentel, but the rest of them actually have very minimal shadow. Even the 𝒍𝒃 dots, which usually gives me scares me quite a lot because sometimes it's almost bleeding through, but this paper really held very well. If you'd like to know more about the paper, I do have a blog post, and I will link it down in the description below. So now let's go ahead and compare between the Creffective paper planner, a Hobonichi Weeks, and a Kinbor Weeks. So the Hobonichi and Kinbor are not an exact same size, similar but not exactly the same, and that goes the same for the Creffective paper one. And as you can see, it is thicker and a little bit longer than the Hobonichi Weeks or the Kinbor. It is actually also a little bit wider, but I feel like it has something to do with the binding and the material as well. So, and the paper is not thin, so it does need quite a lot of space. Now, unfortunately, the bookmark was sadly glued onto the page, so when I pulled it, there was a little bit of damage, but that's completely fine. It is the notes pages anyways. The bookmark is similar to the Hobonichi Weeks, only thicker, and it is actually also quite long. And you can cut off a little bit of it if you would like. And now for the paper comparison in terms of color. So this has no filter at all. I removed it so you can see it clearly that there are differences in the color of the paper. And this one is just between Creffective paper and Hobonichi. And I hope that it can be seen here. And also there's a difference between the grid sizes. The Creffective paper is a little bit bigger than either of the other books. And now I'm going to go ahead and try to put it inside the Kinbor cover on cover, and unfortunately it does not fit. And if you have a pencil board, it would be a little short, just a tiny bit short. But you can still put it inside your Hobonichi pouch on it if you have it. And I'm sorry, mine is quite dirty because I have cats and it's covered in fur. And if you have the 𝒍𝒃 zipped travel pouch, I think that's what this is called, it's a little snug. And for me, it's snug enough that I don't want to carry it around inside my 𝒍𝒃 travel pouch. This pouch is actually very important to me. It was a present, so I don't want to damage it by putting in a book that clearly is not going to be very happy inside it. I don't know how much bulk we will be getting because this is the first time that I have seen or be using this book, but I think we are going to do just fine. And these two are going to be part of my lineup, which I will share with you soon enough. And thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want some more planning videos, please subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next video.